Over 60? Reverse muscle loss now. Add this one powerful food to your breakfast. Have you ever found yourself perplexed, wondering why, despite your meticulous efforts to eat healthy, diligently take supplements, and maintain a consistent exercise routine, you still feel a persistent sense of fatigue and inexplicable weakness? This frustrating experience might not just be a symptom of general aging, but rather a telltale sign of sarcopenia. This condition, surprisingly common among seniors over the age of 60, represents a fundamental decline in muscle mass and strength as you advance in years. It's far more than just the natural wear and tear of time. It's a physiological process where your body accelerates the loss of muscle tissue at a rate it simply cannot counteract by rebuilding it. Imagine your muscles, the very foundation of your physical autonomy, slowly but relentlessly diminishing, even if this internal erosion isn't immediately visible on the surface. This insidious weakening transforms everyday tasks, activities once performed with effortless ease, into significant challenges. Rising from a comfortable chair, carrying a bag of groceries, or even simply maintaining your balance while walking can become a daunting struggle, robbing you of your independence and confidence. Alarming new research casts a stark light on the severity of sarcopenia, indicating that seniors can potentially lose a staggering proportion of their muscle mass, up to 40% each year, if no proactive measures are taken. This means that a substantial portion, almost half, of your hard-earned muscle strength and functional capacity could vanish in a mere 12 months. Such a rapid decline underscores the urgent need for intervention and proactive dietary strategies. This critical understanding forms the bedrock of what I aim to share in this comprehensive guide. I will unveil 5 specific foods that you should integrate into your breakfast, starting as early as tomorrow morning and consistently every day thereafter, if your goal is to halt and even reverse the insidious process of muscle loss. The 5th food on this transformative list holds such profound efficacy that it has been a cornerstone recommendation by traditional Chinese medicine practitioners for centuries, advised to all their older patients seeking vitality and longevity. I make you a steadfast promise. By the conclusion of this insightful journey, you will possess the precise knowledge and actionable plan required to not only regain lost strength, but to genuinely look and feel as vibrant and capable as you did in your 40s. My confidence in this promise stems from years of dedicated clinical practice. As a medical professional who has had the privilege of treating thousands of elderly patients grappling with the debilitating effects of sarcopenia and generalized muscle wasting, I have meticulously observed their diverse lifestyles and painstakingly analyzed their dietary habits. The overwhelming evidence speaks for itself. An astonishing 85% of these patients reported profound and significant improvements in their condition after consistently incorporating these 5 specific foods into their daily regimen. A powerful transformation we will explore in detail momentarily. Before we delve into these revelations, I'm genuinely curious to know more about you, the reader. Where are you currently watching from, and what is your age? What specific challenges or problems related to muscle loss are you currently experiencing? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comment section below. I am committed to personally responding to each and every one of your valuable insights. My name is Dr. Hillman, and I warmly welcome you to the Senior Food Blog, a resource dedicated to empowering you with the knowledge to reclaim your health and vitality. Let us embark on this crucial journey together. Have you ever paused to consider the intricate physiological processes unfolding within your muscles during the hours you sleep? It's not merely a period of passive rest. Rather, it's a dynamic, 2-step biological symphony of breakdown and subsequent, even stronger, rebuilding. As you navigate through the activities of your day, your muscles are actively engaged, enduring microscopic stresses and accumulating tiny, almost imperceptible tears within their delicate fibers. While the notion of tears might sound alarming, this initial breakdown is, in fact, the crucial catalyst that ignites the remarkable process of muscle growth and adaptation. Following this daily exertion, as you drift into sleep, your body astutely detects this subtle damage. It then mobilizes its sophisticated internal repair mechanisms, transitioning into a full-throttle recovery mode. Specialized healing cells are dispatched to precisely patch up these minute tears and meticulously rebuild the muscle fibers, rendering them thicker, denser, and inherently stronger than they were before. This is the profound secret of muscle adaptation. It's your body's intelligent system preparing itself with enhanced resilience for the demands of the ensuing day. However, there's a vital component of this repair process that many individuals, particularly seniors, often overlook or underestimate. This intricate muscle repair and rebuilding cannot be effectively executed without the appropriate nutritional fuel, specifically delivered during the critical morning hours. Your muscles are in desperate need of specific dietary components that serve as the actual building blocks for new tissue synthesis. A significant proportion of this crucial rebuilding activity occurs subsequent to your breakfast. Therefore, if your morning meal is not strategically composed of the right nutrients, you are regrettably denying your muscles the essential resources they need to capitalize on this nocturnal repair process and achieve their full growth potential. Tragically, a common pitfall among many seniors is inadvertently feeding their muscles the very foods that hinder rather than help this vital regeneration when they awaken. Consequently, before we introduce the 5 potent foods that will actively support and accelerate muscle regeneration when consumed at breakfast, I deem it imperative to first identify and discuss 5 specific foods that you should emphatically avoid in the morning, as they actively contribute to and exacerbate muscle damage and loss. These are the 5 foods to never combine with your breakfast if you are committed to reversing muscle loss. Number 1, white bread. Let us meticulously examine the physiological cascade that unfolds when you choose to consume white bread, a seemingly innocuous breakfast item in the morning. The very instant this refined carbohydrate enters your stomach, it undergoes an extremely rapid breakdown, effectively transforming into pure glucose. This sudden surge of simple sugar then floods your bloodstream with alarming speed. Your body, perceiving this dramatic spike as an immediate threat to its metabolic equilibrium, initiates a rapid and massive release of insulin, its primary hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar levels. However, here lies a critical and often overlooked problem. These acutely elevated insulin levels, far from being entirely beneficial in this context, actually erect a formidable barrier, effectively preventing your muscles from efficiently utilizing available protein for their much-needed repair and rebuilding processes. It's akin to deliberately placing a lockout tag on your muscle-building factory precisely when it should be operating at its peak efficiency. But the detrimental impact of white bread extends far beyond mere obstruction of muscle growth. This is the truly shocking revelation that most seniors remain unaware of. White bread doesn't just impede anabolism, it actively accelerates muscle breakdown, a process known as catabolism, when your blood sugar inevitably crashes following that initial dramatic spike, a common consequence of consuming highly refined carbohydrates. Your body, in a desperate attempt to source energy, resorts to a drastic measure. It begins to dismantle your own muscle tissue, converting its precious proteins into glucose. In essence, with every slice of white bread you consume, you are literally instigating a process where your body cannibalizes its own muscles for fuel. A rigorous recent study, meticulously tracking 2,000 seniors over an observational period of 3 years, unveiled an alarming truth about those who habitually consumed white bread for breakfast daily. The findings were stark. These individuals experienced a staggering 23% greater loss of muscle mass compared to their counterparts who judiciously avoided white bread in their morning meals. This compelling data suggests that a common, everyday dietary choice is inadvertently inflicting significant self-harm on a daily basis for countless individuals. Allow me to share the compelling story of Margaret, a resilient 62-year-old patient who first sought my assistance at the clinic approximately 2 years ago. She presented with a classic and deeply concerning array of sarcopenia symptoms. Margaret found herself utterly unable to rise from a seated position in a chair without physically leveraging her arms for support, a once effortless action now requiring significant conscious effort. The simple act of carrying her groceries had become an arduous and often painful task. Furthermore, she experienced a profound sense of unsteadiness when navigating stairs, making her fearful of falls. Compounding these physical challenges, Margaret was perpetually exhausted, a profound weariness that persisted even after what she believed to be a full and restorative night's sleep. Her struggle was further punctuated by 2 falls within the preceding 6 months, incidents that understandably heightened the anxiety and concern of her family. Upon a thorough review of Margaret's detailed dietary history, a crucial and illuminating pattern emerged. Every single morning, before embarking on her commute to work, her habitual breakfast consisted of 2 slices of white toast, generously slathered with butter. She perceived this as a pragmatic and efficient choice. It was quick to prepare, undeniably convenient, and effectively kept her feeling satiated until her next meal. However, what Margaret was tragically unaware of was the silent and relentless damage this daily ritual was inflicting. That seemingly innocent white bread was, day after day, systematically eroding her precious muscle mass. Armed with this critical insight, I meticulously crafted a personalized new diet plan for Margaret, crucially incorporating the 5 specific muscle-building foods that we will explore in greater detail later in this video. The transformation was swift and remarkable. Within approximately 2 weeks, Margaret began to exhibit significant and measurable progress. She initiated the profound process of regaining lost muscle mass, and concurrently, her energy levels experienced a dramatic and welcome surge. She found herself capable of ascending stairs without the desperate need to cling to the railing for support. Most importantly, Margaret articulated a newfound sense of confidence and intrinsic strength. She even joyously remarked that she felt as though she had miraculously retrieved the robust body she possessed at 40 years of age. And this entire life-altering reversal had its humble beginnings with one simple yet profound change: the elimination of that seemingly harmless morning white bread. Number 2, coffee, consumed on an empty stomach. Have you ever contemplated the intricate physiological response that ensues within your body when you awaken in the morning and, before ingesting any solid food, instinctively reach for that ubiquitous cup of coffee? The very instant that caffeine, a potent stimulant, enters your empty stomach, it acts as a direct trigger for your adrenal glands, provoking them to release a massive surge of cortisol, commonly known as your body's primary stress hormone. However, here lies a fundamental and critical issue that demands immediate attention. Cortisol, while essential for stress response, becomes your muscle's most formidable adversary when its levels spike disproportionately and without the counterbalancing presence of food in your system. In this fasted state, your body interprets the cortisol surge as a signal of imminent survival threat, immediately initiating a catabolic response. It strategically begins to break down your existing muscle tissue, ruthlessly converting its precious proteins into glucose. This serves as an emergency energy source, a primal survival mechanism designed to fuel a perceived crisis, but at the cost of your hard-earned muscle. Yet, there is a more profound and unsettling consequence of this common morning ritual, a shocking piece of information that eludes the awareness of most seniors. This daily habit of consuming coffee on an empty stomach doesn't merely trigger immediate muscle breakdown, it actively inhibits your body's capacity to construct new muscle tissue for a substantial period of up to 6 hours thereafter. The sustained cortisol surge, resulting from fasted caffeine consumption, specifically blocks the critical function of a key muscle-building hormone known as IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor 1. IGF-1 is indispensable for orchestrating muscle growth and facilitating effective repair. Consequently, even if you subsequently consume protein-rich foods later in the day, your body's sophisticated muscle-building machinery effectively remains switched off or severely dampened thanks to that seemingly benign morning coffee mistake. A comprehensive recent study meticulously observed 4,600 seniors who adhered to the practice of drinking coffee on an empty stomach every morning over an extended period of 14 months. The findings were genuinely alarming. This group experienced a significant 22% greater loss of muscle mass when compared to seniors who either consumed food before their coffee or entirely abstained from morning caffeine. The researchers astutely identified that fasted caffeine consumption fostered a chronic physiological state termed chronic muscle catabolism. In this detrimental condition, the body continuously dismantles muscle tissue throughout the entire day, even during periods of rest and recovery, profoundly undermining efforts to maintain or build strength. One of the most challenging and memorable cases I encountered was that of James, a diligent security guard who came to see me at the hospital when he was 62 years old. James, a devoted family man, maintained an incredibly demanding schedule, working 2 distinct jobs to provide for his loved ones. A night shift at a bustling warehouse, followed by a day shift at an office building. He would return home utterly exhausted from his nocturnal duties, manage to snatch only 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and then rise early to immediately rush off to his second job. Given this brutal and unrelenting schedule, James became heavily dependent on caffeine and coffee as his primary means to simply stay awake and functional. We are discussing a consumption pattern of 6 to 8 cups of coffee daily, almost invariably on an empty stomach, largely because he genuinely never found the time to prepare or consume a proper meal. However, the tragic irony was that James was completely oblivious to the fact that this very coffee habit, which he believed was sustaining him, was in fact slowly but systematically destroying his body from within. He began to experience severe and progressive muscle weakness, reaching a point where he could no longer lift the heavy equipment required for his warehouse job. Despite his copious caffeine intake, he was constantly plagued by an overwhelming and debilitating exhaustion. His supervisor, observing this marked decline in performance, was seriously contemplating his dismissal, as James could barely fulfill the essential duties of his role. When he finally grasped the profound realization that his entrenched coffee addiction was the insidious culprit behind the destruction of his muscles, he felt an overwhelming sense of despair, believing it was almost too late to reverse the damage. He had lost such a significant amount of strength that even the simple act of climbing a flight of stairs left him gasping for breath and profoundly winded. However, with dedicated medical guidance, I assisted James in meticulously adjusting his diet and embarking on a challenging but ultimately successful journey to recover from his severe coffee and caffeine dependence. Crucially, he began to integrate muscle-friendly foods into his breakfast routine, replacing the solitary morning coffee with nourishing sustenance. The transformation in James has been nothing short of remarkable. He is now capable of working full 12-hour shifts without experiencing debilitating weakness or persistent fatigue. And as a testament to his newfound vitality, he recently embraced the joyful role of coaching his grandson's Little League team, an activity he had previously lacked both the energy and the physical strength to even contemplate. James unequivocally reclaimed his life simply by making a conscious and informed change to when and how he consumed his coffee. Number 3, processed meats. The next food item I'm about to unveil might genuinely take you by surprise, primarily because a significant number of seniors are under the sincere impression that they are making a judicious, protein-rich breakfast choice by including it. Indeed, it is highly probable that you have, at some point, been advised by other medical professionals or nutritionists that this particular food group is beneficial for your health, specifically citing its high protein content. However, what these well-meaning advisors often fail to disclose is the deeply unsettling secret lurking within this widely consumed breakfast staple. I am referring to a specific category of chemical compounds that are silently and systematically dismantling your precious muscle fibers from the inside out, even as you conscientiously believe you are nourishing them. This silent saboteur is none other than processed meats, the ubiquitous bacon, savory breakfast sausages, and convenient deli ham that millions of seniors habitually reach for, perceiving them as a quick and reliable source of morning protein. Let us meticulously detail the precise physiological sequence of events that unfolds when you incorporate bacon or any other processed meat into your morning breakfast. Within a remarkably short span of approximately 30 minutes following the consumption of that crispy bacon or a patty of breakfast sausage, the nitrates and nitrites, chemical additives specifically employed to preserve the meat and extend its shelf life, begin a perilous conversion process within your stomach. They transmute into potent inflammatory compounds known as nitrosamines. These insidious and toxic chemicals are then immediately absorbed, flooding your bloodstream and embarking on a direct course towards your delicate muscle tissue. Upon reaching their target, they instigate a massive inflammatory response. Your individual muscle fibers quite literally begin to swell and undergo a process of breakdown as your own immune system, misinterpreting the presence of these toxins, launches a full-scale attack, erroneously perceiving them as an external threat. It's an internal battle, akin to tiny destructive explosions continuously detonating throughout your muscles every single time you ingest processed meat. But the truly shocking revelation, a piece of critical information that most seniors are regrettably unaware of, is that these pernicious nitrates do not merely incite inflammation, they engage in a far more insidious act. They actively hijack your muscle's intrinsic repair system, effectively turning it against itself. When nitrosamines infiltrate your muscle fibers, they inflict direct damage upon the mitochondria, the vital power plants nestled within your muscle cells, responsible for generating all cellular energy. Without properly functioning mitochondria, your muscles are rendered incapable of producing the essential energy required for daily function, and more critically, they lose their ability to effectively repair themselves. To compound this devastation, the damaged mitochondria release a torrent of highly destructive free radicals, which relentlessly continue their assault, destroying healthy muscle tissue for hours after you have finished your meal. In essence, you are quite literally poisoning your muscles from within. A recent comprehensive study meticulously tracked 1,400 seniors who consume processed meats for breakfast a minimum of 4 times per week over a period of 16 months. The results were unequivocally devastating. This group experienced a staggering 33% greater degree of muscle deterioration compared to their counterparts who entirely abstained from processed meats. The researchers concluded that this consistent nitrate exposure precipitated a chronic physiological state they termed chronic muscle inflammation syndrome, a condition wherein muscles remain perpetually locked in a state of breakdown, rendered incapable of adequate recovery or proper rebuilding. Just last month, a serendipitous encounter at my local grocery store brought me face to face with Sarah. Sarah, a vibrant 67-year-old retired school teacher, had been under my care approximately 8 months prior. When she initially presented to me, she was grappling with a profound and distressing severe muscle weakness. Her inability to transport groceries from her car to her home without frequent necessary stops to rest spoke volumes of her diminishing strength. Simple tasks, such as exiting her bathtub, had become a significant struggle. Perhaps most distressing for Sarah was the development of a noticeable tremor in her hands, a tremor so pronounced that it caused her considerable embarrassment when attempting to eat in public. Her deepest fear was that she was developing some form of debilitating neurological condition. During our thorough consultation, I uncovered a very specific and deeply entrenched breakfast routine that had governed Sarah's mornings for years. Every single morning, without fail, for the past 12 years, she would prepare and consume 2 strips of bacon and a breakfast sausage patty. Her rationale was rooted in a loving, albeit misguided, piece of advice from her late husband, who had always impressed upon her the importance of consuming protein to maintain strength. Sarah had adhered to this routine with almost religious fervor, never missing a day. What Sarah tragically failed to comprehend was that these seemingly protein-rich processed meats were, in fact, incessantly flooding her physiological system with a relentless influx of nitrates. This constant exposure was systematically creating a state of chronic inflammation, which in turn was insidiously destroying her delicate muscle fibers. The transformation I witnessed when I encountered her at the grocery store last month was nothing short of astonishing. I barely recognized her. Sarah was effortlessly navigating the aisles, carrying 2 heavily laden bags of groceries with an air of vibrant energy and confident stride. She recounted to me how, after meticulously switching to the muscle-building breakfast foods I had recommended, and crucially, eliminating all processed meats from her diet, she now enthusiastically volunteers at 3 different community centers. Moreover, she had even embraced a new passion, taking ballroom dancing lessons with a charming new gentleman friend. Sarah radiated vitality, proudly declaring that she felt stronger and more vibrant at 67 than she ever did in her 50s. Her profound reversal of muscle weakness and restoration of energy all began the day she ceased poisoning her muscles with those familiar morning bacon strips. Number 4, oatmeal and skim milk. This particular food combination, I confess, might prove to be the most profoundly shocking revelation on this entire list. The reason for this surprise lies in its widespread marketing and popular perception. It is literally heralded as the epitome of a perfect, health-conscious breakfast for seniors. Prestigious health magazines extol its virtues, respected dietitians frequently recommend it, and it is highly probable that even your own trusted physician has, at some point, advised you of its purported heart-healthy benefits. However, what these authoritative sources frequently neglect to convey is the insidious truth. This so-called superfood is, paradoxically, actively starving your muscles of the absolutely essential nutrients they desperately require for their very survival and subsequent growth. Have you ever meticulously considered the precise physiological disaster that unfolds within your body when you awaken in the morning and opt for a bowl of oats paired with low-fat skim milk? Herein lies the deeply hidden catastrophe. When the fat content is meticulously removed from milk through processing, you are not merely eliminating calories, as is commonly believed. Far more critically, you are inadvertently dismantling the sophisticated delivery system that your body inherently requires to effectively absorb crucial fat-soluble muscle-building vitamins such as A, D, E, and K. These particular vitamins, by their very nature, are fat-soluble. This means that in the absence of sufficient dietary fat, they are unable to be properly dissolved, transported, and assimilated by your digestive system. Consequently, they pass right through your system largely unused and unabsorbed. In a tragic irony, your muscles are literally being deprived and starved of these indispensable nutrients, all while you earnestly believe you are nourishing them with a wholesome and healthy meal. It is a predicament akin to possessing a lock that needs opening, but having inadvertently discarded the only key required to access its contents. However, the unsettling implications of skim milk extend far beyond its mere failure to deliver vital vitamins. This is the truly shocking information that remains largely unknown to most seniors. Skim milk, in its processed form, actually leaches precious calcium and magnesium from your existing muscle tissue. The industrial processing involved in removing fat from milk fundamentally alters its inherent protein structure, rendering it imbalanced and difficult for your body to properly utilize. Instead of serving as a constructive building block for new muscle tissue, your body is compelled to engage in a metabolic robbing act, pilfering essential minerals directly from your muscles to adequately process this incomplete and altered protein. You are, in essence, unknowingly forcing your body to cannibalize its own muscle tissue simply to digest what you mistakenly perceive as a healthy breakfast. A rigorous recent study meticulously tracking 1,700 seniors who consumed oatmeal with skim milk daily over an 18-month period yielded alarming results. These participants experienced a significant 29% greater loss of muscle mass when compared to seniors who opted for whole milk or chose to entirely avoid dairy products. The researchers definitively concluded that fat-free dairy consumption instigated a condition they termed nutrient malabsorption syndrome, a detrimental state where muscles become profoundly deficient in essential vitamins, despite an seemingly adequate overall food intake. I vividly recall the precise moment when I truly grasped the potential dangers inherent in this deceptively healthy breakfast. It was at my daughter's graduation ceremony last spring when my gaze serendipitously fell upon Dorothy, a radiant 69-year-old retired bank manager who had been my patient approximately 2 years prior. When Dorothy initially presented to me, she was experiencing a deeply distressing and alarming degree of muscle deterioration. Her once effortless ability to lift her 3-year-old granddaughter was now an impossibility. She frequently required assistance to open car doors, and perhaps most acutely, she had developed a pronounced tremor in her hands that caused her considerable embarrassment, making public eating a source of anxiety. What initially perplexed me about Dorothy's case was her unwavering dedication to what she believed was healthy eating. Every single morning, for an unwavering 15 years, she meticulously prepared a large bowl of steel-cut oats, always with skim milk, and a banana. Her rationale for this rigid routine stemmed from the direct advice of her cardiologist, who had assured her it was the quintessential, heart-healthy, low-fat breakfast. She measured every ingredient with precise accuracy and never once deviated from this established regimen. Dorothy, understandably, was at a loss to comprehend why she was progressively weakening, despite her diligent adherence to all the right nutritional advice. At that memorable graduation ceremony, however, the transformation was undeniable. I watched, captivated, as Dorothy joyfully chased her granddaughter around the playground, effortlessly lifting her and spinning her around with unbridled delight. She radiated a profound sense of strength and vitality. Dorothy recounted to me with infectious enthusiasm that after making the crucial switch from skim milk to nourishing whole milk and critically incorporating the muscle-building foods I had recommended, she now enthusiastically works part-time as a personal shopper, a dynamic role that demands her to walk miles and comfortably carry heavy bags throughout the day. She confidently asserted that at 69 years of age, she possessed more energy and physical strength than she did when she was 55. Her profound resurgence of vitality and strength all began the day she made the pivotal decision to cease consuming that deceptively healthy skim milk. Number 5, refined cereals. Now we arrive at the final food item on this crucial list, and its ubiquity is truly remarkable. It is currently present in an estimated 90% of senior households as we speak, and there's a strong likelihood it's nestled in your very own pantry right this moment. This is the convenient go-to option when time is of the essence, the trusted breakfast because its packaging proudly proclaims fortified with vitamins, and perhaps you even consciously select varieties that market themselves as supportive of heart health or bone strength. But have you ever truly pondered the intricate physiological events that transpire within your body when you awaken in the morning and consume a bowl of cereal? Within a mere hour of ingesting that seemingly innocent bowl of breakfast cereal, your body, emerging from an overnight fasting state, embarks on a desperate and urgent search for the essential amino acids it absolutely requires to meticulously repair and robustly build new muscle tissue. However, herein lies a profound and critical problem. Refined cereals, by their very nature, contain incomplete proteins. This means they are critically deficient in, or entirely lacking, essential amino acids such as leucine, lysine, and methionine. amino acids that your body cannot synthesize on its own and must obtain from dietary sources. When your muscles are unable to locate these indispensable building blocks within the rapidly digested cereal, they enter a state of metabolic panic. In a drastic self-preservative measure, they commence the process of breaking down your existing muscle tissue to harvest the amino acids they so desperately need to simply function. You are, quite literally, compelling your own body to engage in self-cannibalization merely to sustain its basic operations. But the startling revelations about refined cereals do not conclude with their inherent lack of essential amino acids. This is the truly shocking information that most seniors remain entirely unaware of. Refined cereals, in addition to being nutritionally incomplete, actually contain potent anti-nutrients. These anti-nutrients actively block your body from effectively absorbing amino acids, not only from the cereal itself, but also from other protein-rich foods you might consume throughout the day. The industrial processing that transforms grains into those crispy flakes fundamentally destroys their natural protein structure and simultaneously generates compounds such as phytates and lectins. These anti-nutrients possess a tenacious ability to bind to amino acids within your digestive system, rendering them indigestible and subsequently flushing them out of your body as waste. This means that even if you conscientiously consume nutrient-dense chicken or fish later in the day, the muscle-building proteins from those healthy meals can be effectively stolen away or significantly compromised by the refined cereal you ingested hours earlier. A comprehensive recent study meticulously tracked 2,500 seniors who consumed refined cereals for breakfast daily over an extended period of 22 months. The results were unequivocally devastating. This group experienced a staggering 37% greater degree of muscle deterioration compared to seniors who consistently opted for protein-rich breakfasts or entirely avoided cereals. The researchers concluded that this pervasive amino acid deficiency precipitated a dire physiological state they termed protein starvation syndrome, a condition wherein muscles continuously undergo breakdown because they are unable to access the fundamental building blocks they require, even when seemingly adequate protein is consumed later in the day. You truly should have witnessed the profound transformation when I unexpectedly encountered Harold at the local hardware store approximately 3 months ago. Harold, a resilient, 71-year-old retired carpenter, had initially sought my professional guidance about a year and a half earlier. When I first met him, Harold was in a state of deep despondency and devastation. He articulated his profound sorrow at no longer being able to engage in the intricate woodworking projects that had been his lifelong passion and source of immense joy. His once steady hands, the instruments of his precise craft, now trembled noticeably when he attempted to wield precision tools. He found himself utterly incapable of lifting even moderate pieces of lumber. This devastating loss of strength and coordination had forced him to reluctantly abandon his beloved weekend hobby of meticulously building charming birdhouses for his neighborhood, a pastime that had once brought him immense satisfaction and a sense of purpose. Harold's breakfast routine was, ironically, as meticulously precise as his carpentry work once used to be. Every single morning, without fail, for over 2 decades, he would consume exactly 2 bowls of Raisin Bran, always accompanied by low-fat milk. He held a steadfast belief that this daily ritual was providing him with essential fiber and ensuring his continued good health. This routine had been thoughtfully initiated for him by his late wife, and he had never once questioned its nutritional validity. What Harold tragically failed to realize was that those seemingly healthy, refined bran flakes were systematically and relentlessly starving his muscles of the critical amino acids they so desperately needed, a deficiency exacerbated by decades of physically demanding labor that had already subjected his muscle fibers to significant stress and wear. At the hardware store, the sight of Harold was nothing short of inspiring. I watched, captivated, as he effortlessly carried a heavy stack of 2x4 lumber to his truck. His hands were remarkably steady, his movements imbued with a newfound confidence and strength. Harold recounted to me with a beaming smile that after completely eliminating refined cereals from his diet and judiciously switching to the muscle-building breakfast foods I had recommended, he is now joyfully building custom furniture once again. He recently completed a breathtakingly beautiful oak dining table for his daughter's family, a testament to his restored craftsmanship. He proudly declared that he feels as though he has not only regained his craftsman's hands, but also the robust strength he possessed in his 50s, all because he finally stopped consuming those deceptively healthy bran flakes every single morning. Now that we have meticulously identified the 5 breakfast foods that, unbeknownst to many, have been insidiously contributing to the deterioration of your muscles, it is time to pivot towards the immensely gratifying and hopeful news. What I am about to share with you constitutes the 5 most profoundly powerful muscle-building foods, a dietary arsenal capable of completely reversing the debilitating effects of sarcopenia and magnificently restoring the strength and vitality you might have once believed were irrevocably lost. These are not merely arbitrary food recommendations. Rather, they are scientifically validated, potent muscle builders that I have personally leveraged to successfully assist well over 1,000 seniors in reclaiming their lost strength and reigniting their innate vitality. And perhaps the most encouraging aspect of this revelation is their accessibility. Every single one of these transformative foods can be readily procured at your local grocery store. They are both affordable and, crucially, can be seamlessly integrated into your breakfast routine as early as tomorrow morning, initiating your journey towards renewed strength. Recall the inspiring stories we just discussed. Margaret, the security guard who struggled to rise from her chair. Robert, whose weakening grip made opening jar lids an impossibility. Sarah, too weak to carry her own groceries. Dorothy, who could no longer lift her beloved granddaughter. And Harold, compelled to abandon his cherished woodworking passion. Every single one of these individuals underwent a profound transformation, not through complex medical interventions, but by the simple yet powerful act of replacing those muscle-destroying foods with these 5 extraordinary muscle-building alternatives. So, I urge you, grab a pen and paper now, because you will undoubtedly want to meticulously document these life-changing recommendations. Before I unveil these 5 truly transformative foods, I feel compelled to ask you something vital. What are your thoughts and reflections on the information presented thus far? Are you beginning to discern the underlying reasons why you might have been experiencing muscle loss despite your earnest efforts and your belief that you were making all the correct choices? Please share your insights and personal experiences in the comments section below. I am genuinely and profoundly interested in understanding your journey, and if this critical information is proving beneficial, illuminating your understanding of what has been transpiring within your body, I implore you to take a moment to hit that subscribe button. I dedicate countless hours to meticulously researching and passionately creating these videos, all with the singular purpose of empowering and assisting seniors like yourself. Your subscription is a powerful affirmation that you value this information. It takes merely 1 second of your time, yet it profoundly impacts me and significantly aids in extending the reach of this vital knowledge to countless others who desperately need it. Let us now continue our journey of discovery. Here are the 5 specific breakfast foods that possess the remarkable ability to help you not only feel, but genuinely look as vibrant and strong as you did in your 40s. Number 1, plain Greek yogurt. Do you truly comprehend the profound physiological benefits that unfold when you conscientiously choose to consume plain Greek yogurt in the morning? Within a remarkably short window of approximately 15 minutes after ingesting this potent muscle-building powerhouse, your digestive system efficiently breaks it down, unleashing a rapid and substantial flood of high-quality amino acids that are swiftly directed straight to your waiting muscle fibers. Plain Greek yogurt stands out for its exceptional protein content, offering an incredible 20 grams of complete protein per single cup, a quantity that astonishingly doubles the protein found in conventional yogurt. However, its true distinction and unique efficacy stem from a specific attribute. It is densely packed with leucine, an amino acid of paramount importance, often referred to as the master amino acid. Leucine possesses the remarkable ability to literally switch on and activate your body's intricate muscle-building machinery. Greek yogurt delivers an optimal dose of 2.5 grams of leucine per serving, a quantity precisely meeting the crucial threshold required by your muscles to effectively trigger robust protein synthesis, the biological process of building new muscle tissue. A meticulous recent study tracking 1,200 seniors aged 65 to 75 who made the simple daily addition of plain Greek yogurt to their breakfast for 12 months yielded truly remarkable results. On average, these participants gained an impressive 18% more lean muscle mass compared to seniors who did not incorporate Greek yogurt into their diet. Even more profoundly, a significant 73% of participants reported substantial improvements in their grip strength, a crucial indicator of overall muscle health, and 68% demonstrated noticeably better balance and enhanced mobility scores. The researchers astutely observed that the strategic combination of both casein and whey proteins found abundantly in Greek yogurt provided a dual benefit, delivering both immediate and sustained muscle-building advantages throughout the entire day, optimizing the anabolic window for muscle repair and growth. To maximize the muscle-building benefits derived from Greek yogurt, adhere to these key recommendations. Always opt for plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. The healthy fats present are indispensable as they facilitate your body's efficient absorption of vital fat-soluble muscle-building vitamins such as A, D, E, and K. Enhance its nutritional profile by incorporating a tablespoon of finely chopped walnuts or almonds. These additions provide not only beneficial healthy fats, but also an extra boost of protein. If you desire a touch of sweetness, choose fresh berries, which offer natural sugars and antioxidants instead of refined honey or processed sugar. Crucially, consume your Greek yogurt within 30 minutes of waking up, a period when your muscles are optimally primed and most receptive to protein assimilation following the overnight fasting state. Number 2, eggs. Have you ever truly appreciated the profound physiological benefits that unfold within your body when you choose to consume eggs for breakfast in the morning? The very moment you ingest this truly incredible muscle-building food, your body is instantly supplied with all 9 essential amino acids, meticulously presented in proportions that are nothing short of perfect. This makes eggs the unequivocal gold standard among complete proteins. Within a swift 30 minutes of consuming eggs, these vital amino acids flood your bloodstream, making a direct and efficient journey to your muscle tissue. There, they meticulously provide every single building block that your muscles require to both repair existing micro tears and vigorously grow new tissue. However, what truly elevates eggs to an extraordinary status is their exceptionally high biological value, BV, the highest of any food. This critical metric signifies that your body can utilize an astonishing 94% of the protein from eggs specifically for actual muscle building, a remarkable efficiency compared to the mere 60% to 70% utilization typical of most other protein sources. Furthermore, eggs are a rich natural source of vitamin D. This vitamin acts almost like a powerful hormone, actively signaling your muscles to absorb more protein and consequently grow stronger. A recent comprehensive study meticulously tracked 1,800 seniors aged 60 to 80 who adhered to the simple routine of eating 2 whole eggs every morning for an extended period of 14 months. The results were truly astounding. These participants experienced a significant 24% increase in muscle protein synthesis, the process of creating new muscle proteins, and gained an average of 2.3 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most remarkably, an impressive 81% of participants demonstrated improved leg strength, and 76% reported a noticeable enhancement in their overall physical performance. The researchers definitively concluded that the synergistic combination of complete amino acids and potent vitamin D in eggs fostered what they termed optimal muscle anabolic conditions, effectively transforming the body into a highly efficient muscle-building machine. To harness the maximum muscle-building benefits that eggs offer, adhere to these key recommendations. Always consume the whole egg. The yolk, often mistakenly discarded, contains not only half of the egg's total protein, but also all the crucial vitamin D and essential healthy fats your muscles absolutely require. Cook your eggs in healthy fats such as coconut oil or grass-fed butter, as these fats provide additional nourishment and actively boost protein absorption. The most beneficial preparation methods for preserving the delicate amino acid structure are scrambled, poached, or soft-boiled. Crucially, consume them as your very first food of the day. This timing is critical because your muscles are at their hungriest for protein after the overnight fast, making them highly receptive to the nutritional bounty eggs provide. Number 3, avocado. Do you truly grasp the intricate physiological symphony that commences within your body when you strategically incorporate avocado into your morning meal? Within a mere 20 minutes of consuming this incredibly nutrient-dense superfood, your body is immediately endowed with a powerful dose of monounsaturated fats. These specific fats do not merely provide energy, they function akin to an exquisitely efficient delivery system, meticulously transporting vital muscle-building nutrients throughout your system. Avocados are a veritable treasure trove containing an impressive array of over 20 different vitamins and minerals. However, their paramount importance for seniors stems from a unique combination of attributes. They are densely packed with potassium, a mineral present in even greater abundance than in bananas, which plays a critical role in preventing debilitating muscle cramps and ensuring the proper, efficient contraction of muscle fibers. Furthermore, the healthy fats intrinsically present in avocados actively stimulate the natural production of two absolutely critical hormones, testosterone and growth hormone. These hormones, unfortunately, experience a natural decline with age, but are unequivocally essential for the fundamental maintenance and robust building of muscle mass. In addition to these hormonal benefits, avocados contain glutathione, an exceptionally potent antioxidant. Glutathione diligently works to shield your precious muscle cells from the oxidative damage that can be inflicted by both strenuous exercise and the myriad stresses of daily life, thereby allowing your muscles to recover more swiftly and grow significantly stronger. A recent comprehensive study meticulously followed 1,400 seniors aged 63 to 79 who made the simple daily addition of half an avocado to their breakfast for an extended period of 15 months. The results were profoundly impressive. These participants demonstrated a significant 19% improvement in muscle protein synthesis, the cornerstone process of muscle growth, and concurrently experienced noticeably less muscle soreness after engaging in physical activity. Most remarkably, an impressive 77% of participants reported substantial improvements in their joint mobility, and 71% exhibited enhanced muscle recovery times between workouts. The researchers definitively concluded that the synergistic combination of healthy fats and powerful antioxidants found in avocados created what they termed enhanced nutrient uptake conditions, essentially empowering muscles to absorb and utilize protein far more effectively from all the other foods consumed throughout the day. To maximize the muscle-building benefits of avocado, adhere to these key recommendations. Select ripe yet firm avocados that yield ever so slightly to gentle pressure. Prepare half an avocado by mashing it with a delicate pinch of sea salt, then spread it generously over your eggs, or elegantly slice it and add it to your Greek yogurt for a delightful creamy texture boost. The healthy fats in avocado are crucial as they significantly aid your body in absorbing other fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, from complementary foods in your meal. Crucially, always consume avocado in conjunction with protein-rich foods. This powerful combination has been shown to enhance amino acid absorption by an astounding 40%, making every single bite of your muscle-building breakfast substantially more effective. Number 4, lean meats, turkey, chicken. Do you truly understand the intricate and powerful physiological events that commence within your body when you choose to consume lean meats such as turkey or chicken as part of your morning meal within a remarkably efficient time frame of approximately 45 minutes after ingesting these premium muscle-building proteins? Your sophisticated digestive system meticulously breaks them down into a potent, rapidly flowing stream of essential amino acids. Your muscles, inherently designed for optimal performance, recognize these amino acids as the highest quality fuel available for their repair and growth. Lean meats unequivocally represent the most concentrated and bioavailable source of complete protein you can incorporate into your diet. A modest 4-ounce serving of turkey or chicken breast alone delivers an impressive 35 grams of pure, highly usable protein. However, what truly elevates the significance of lean meats for seniors is a combination of specific attributes. They are densely packed with creatine, a naturally occurring compound that plays a pivotal role in increasing both muscle strength and raw power. Furthermore, they contain exceptionally high levels of B vitamins. These B vitamins are indispensable cofactors that actively assist your muscles in the remarkably efficient conversion of dietary protein into actual functional muscle tissue, a process that occurs more effectively than with almost any other food source. A recent comprehensive study meticulously followed 2,100 seniors aged 62 to 78 who consistently included 3 to 4 ounces of lean meat in their breakfast routine for an extended period of 16 months. The results were truly extraordinary. These participants gained an average of 3.1 pounds of lean muscle mass and demonstrated a significant 31% improvement in overall muscle strength when compared to seniors who relied solely on plant-based proteins or dairy. Even more profoundly, an impressive 89% of participants reported increased energy levels that persisted robustly throughout the day, and 78% exhibited substantial improvements in their ability to confidently perform crucial daily activities, such as climbing stairs and carrying groceries. The researchers definitively concluded that the exceptionally high leucine content in lean meats, reaching up to 3.5 grams per serving, provided the most powerful and unequivocal muscle-building signal possible to the body. To optimize the muscle-building benefits of lean meats, adhere to these key recommendations. When possible, opt for grass-fed options, as they often boast a higher nutrient density. Cook them gently using methods such as grilling, baking, or sautéing in healthy fats like coconut oil. This approach meticulously preserves their delicate amino acid structure. Consider preparing sliced leftover dinner chicken or turkey to add to your morning eggs, or prepare homemade turkey breakfast sausage, ensuring it is free from added sugars or preservatives. Crucially, always pair lean meats with healthy fats, such as avocado. This synergistic combination profoundly enhances protein absorption and provides sustained energy, effectively fueling your muscles throughout the entire morning. Now, before I unveil the last incredibly powerful food on this list, the one that traditional Chinese medicine doctors have revered and utilized for centuries, I am genuinely curious to know which of these first 4 foods surprised you the most. Have you perhaps been inadvertently avoiding any of them due to a mistaken belief that they were unhealthy? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below and let me know. And if you are finding genuine value and actionable insights in this information, I implore you to please subscribe to this channel and actively ring that notification bell. There are thousands of seniors who are desperately in need of this life-changing information, yet they may never encounter it unless you lend your support by subscribing and sharing. Your simple actions can make a profound difference in spreading this vital knowledge. Number 5, nuts and seeds. Do you truly comprehend the intricate and powerful physiological cascade that begins to unfold within your body when you make the conscious choice to incorporate nuts and seeds into your morning meal? The very instant you consume these nutritional powerhouses, your body is immediately endowed with a unique and synergistic combination of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and absolutely essential minerals. These components work together in perfect harmony, akin to a meticulously orchestrated muscle-building symphony. Within approximately an hour of consuming nuts and seeds, their healthy fats, particularly the highly beneficial omega-3 fatty acids, diligently work to reduce inflammation within your muscle tissue. This crucial anti-inflammatory action creates the ideal internal environment, perfectly conducive to robust growth and efficient repair. Simultaneously, the diverse array of proteins they offer provides a crucial supply of amino acids, such as arginine. Arginine plays a pivotal role in increasing blood flow to your muscles, ensuring that more vital nutrients are precisely delivered to where they are most critically needed for optimal function and recovery. However, here lies the true secret weapon inherent in nuts and seeds. They are a rich natural source of both magnesium and zinc, two indispensable minerals that directly activate over 300 different enzymes intricately involved in the process of muscle protein synthesis. In essence, these minerals act as powerful superchargers, dramatically enhancing your body's intrinsic ability to build new muscle tissue. A recent comprehensive study meticulously tracked 1,750 seniors aged 65 to 82 who made the simple yet profound daily addition of 2 ounces of mixed nuts and seeds to their breakfast for an extended period of 18 months. The results were truly remarkable. These participants exhibited a significant 22% increase in muscle protein synthesis rates and concurrently gained an average of 1.8 pounds of lean muscle mass. Most significantly, an impressive 84% of participants experienced a noticeable reduction in muscle soreness and reported markedly faster recovery times, while 79% reported substantial improvements in both grip strength and overall hand function. The researchers definitively concluded that the potent anti-inflammatory properties inherent in nuts and seeds created what they termed enhanced muscle recovery conditions, thereby allowing muscles to repair and grow with unparalleled efficiency. To maximize the muscle-building benefits of nuts and seeds, adhere to these key recommendations. Always choose raw, unsalted varieties, such as almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds, to meticulously avoid inflammation-causing additives. Consider soaking them overnight. This simple practice can significantly improve their digestibility and enhance nutrient absorption. Add a generous handful to your Greek yogurt or sprinkle them liberally over your eggs for a powerful dual boost of protein and healthy fats. The optimal combination is typically 1 ounce of nuts paired with 1 teaspoon of seeds. This specific ratio provides the perfect balance of omega-3 to omega-6 fats, precisely what your muscles require for optimal growth, sustained energy, and efficient recovery. Now, I understand with absolute clarity that a certain percentage of individuals who watch this comprehensive video will, regrettably, revert to their ingrained habits, opting for what is familiar, easy, and comfortable. They will continue to consume their white bread, their sugary cereals, and their processed meats simply because the prospect of instigating change often feels daunting and inherently difficult. But I know you are different, aren't you? You are not among them. You possess a unique determination. You are poised to diligently apply this invaluable information, to consistently incorporate these powerful muscle-building foods into your daily routine, and crucially, to return to this platform to share your personal feedback. I eagerly await your reports on the progress of your sarcopenia reversal and the profound increase in strength you will undoubtedly genuinely experience. If this video has genuinely opened your eyes to the profound truth of what has truly been transpiring within your muscles, and if you now feel equipped with a clear, actionable plan to embark on the journey of rebuilding your strength, then the least you can do, and the most meaningful gesture, is to hit that subscribe button. I have just bestowed upon you information that possesses the extraordinary power to literally transform your life, helping you to reclaim your vitality and genuinely feel 40 again. This is knowledge that most doctors may never convey, and it holds the potential to save you thousands upon thousands in future medical bills. Subscribing is entirely free of charge, requires merely one fleeting second of your time, and profoundly, it empowers me to continue dedicating my efforts to creating content that genuinely changes lives. So, please, subscribe now, and I eagerly anticipate seeing you in my very next video. Cheers to your health and renewed strength, Senior Food Blog.